I challenge you to sell your digital products over the next 90 days using the exact plan that I'm going to share in this video. And this is for you if you wanted to sell digital products but simply don't know where to start and you don't want to pay $2,000 for a course. Or maybe you have been selling digital products but you haven't gotten that momentum and you need a plan to follow. This is going to be it. I'm going to break down my exact plan, my exact strategy week by week for you to follow over the next 90 days. Now, if you're new here, I'm Fo. I've been selling digital products since 2017. And I've helped dozens of other moms monetize their expertise online and be able to make their first 4 or even 5 figures online with digital products and online services. So I'm going to break down my exact plan for you to follow to start seeing success selling digital products, starting with this very first step that most people often skip, which is identifying your profitable problem. Now, you're not just going to find some random trending digital product online and recreate it to sell. You're actually going to be creating and selling digital products that are truly going to help transform people's lives based on your own expertise and your own experience. And to do this, you need to identify what I call a profitable problem. Now, a profitable problem often falls into the health, wealth, or relationship niche. But before you say what you do doesn't fall into that niche, I guarantee you in some way you can tie it to that niche. Nonetheless, your profitable problem is going to be something that's specific. So you're going to identify a very specific problem that you're going to solve with your digital product. Once you've identified that specific problem, the next thing that you need to make sure is that it is urgent, meaning they need to have the problem solved or else there are going to be some dire consequences if they don't solve it. And then lastly, it needs to be necessary. This is something that your ideal client or customer needs to have done. They need to lose weight. They need to fix their marriage. It needs to be necessary. So you find your profitable problem by first identifying something that's specific, urgent, and necessary. Now, you might think of this as your niche, but it's going to be your profitable problem. And this is what your whole digital product is going to be around. But more importantly, this is what you're going to use for the next step, which is to start creating content. Now, most people identify the problem and the very next thing they do is they are going to then try to sell the digital product. But if you don't have an audience to sell to, you're not going to make sales. So after week 1, where you've identified your profitable problem, the second week is going to be building your audience. Now, in order to build your audience, we're not going to be posting 3 to 5 times on Instagram or TikTok. You're not going to be posting 1,000 pins on Pinterest. You are going to be starting your YouTube channel if you have not already. Now, this is super simple. All you need is a Gmail account and you can easily create a YouTube channel on YouTube. Now, you don't need to worry about any fancy banners or anything like that. You simply just need to start your channel because this is what we're going to use to grow your audience and start driving traffic to the digital product that you are going to create. Now, the plan for YouTube is going to be simple. You're going to create horizontal long form videos just like the one you're watching at least 1 time per week around the problem that you're solving. So if you solve the problem of helping women with PCOS and you're going to create a digital product around that, then all of your videos are going to be around PCOS, how to lose weight with PCOS, how to minimize symptoms of PCOS, so on and so forth. So you're going to start that YouTube channel and you're going to create videos around that profitable problem. Just identify some of the top questions that people have around that problem and you start creating videos around it. And this is why you need to be an expert in the thing that you are going to create your digital product around, or you need to at least have experience of things that have worked personally for you. Now, I know some of you might be hesitating around creating a YouTube channel. Some of you guys have already commented that you want to go faceless and you don't like to be on camera. Listen, this is one of the best things that you can do for your business, showing up on camera and showing the world your expertise. There are people out there who need your help, and the fact that you are just afraid to be on camera is impacting so many other lives beyond yourself. So I'm not a therapist. I don't know what to tell you to increase your confidence around that, but just figure out internally what it is that's going to help you get over that hump, get on camera and start helping the people that you know you're called to help. Now, of course, you're going to need to know things like titles, thumbnails, how to script your YouTube videos, but don't worry, I got you. You can grab my viral views toolkit, which is in the description of this video, and it breaks down my exact process for creating YouTube videos, coming up with titles, coming up with thumbnails, everything that I've used over the past decade of being on YouTube. So if you need help with that portion of this challenge, grab the viral views toolkit. Now, once you've started creating your YouTube videos in week 2, you're going to continue doing that at least one time per week. So you're going to create that horizontal long form video, not shorts, one time per week on YouTube. And you're going to start to build momentum. And at this point, you're going to start growing your audience. So around weeks 3 and 4, you're going to begin validating your digital product. Now we need to make sure that you're creating a product that they're actually going to pay for. And this is why we validate your offer or validate your digital product. Now, there are 3 ways that I teach my clients how to validate their offer, and I'm just going to break those down really quickly for you to follow. The first way that you validate your offer is going to be what I call social scoping. So this is literally going on social media, looking at your competitors or other people in your industry and niche, and just seeing what they are selling, seeing what people are asking for in the comments. So maybe you're going on Reddit, or you could go on Amazon to see what books are being sold on that topic. That is one way to validate what kind of digital product that you should sell. The next way to validate your offer or your digital product is what I call people probing. And this is literally asking people if they would buy or what they would be interested in buying to solve their problem. So this is doing a survey or doing a poll, or this is having some kind of call with people just to ask questions and get information from the people who would be directly impacted by your digital product. So the second way is what I call people probing. And then the last way is what I call data diving. And this is simply looking at the data. What are the most popular videos that you have? What are the topics that most people are interested in? These are all ways that you can validate creating an offer around that particular topic or subject. The goal here is to just confirm that people are willing to purchase your digital product or your offer by A, seeing that it's already in the market and they are already buying it from someone else, or B, because they are vocal and they are telling you that this is something that they're interested in and this is a gap in the market that you can ultimately fill. But the only way that you're going to know for sure that your digital product is going to sell is if you validate it, but more important, you actually sell it. We're going to validate it by sourcing information from the people who would actually buy it to begin with. By the end of week 4, you should have confidence in the digital product that you're going to create. Or if you already are selling a digital product, you will have more insight on what you need to change or maybe even pivot to so that you have a digital product that's actually going to sell. Now, in week 5, you're actually going to create your digital product using AI. There is no point in working harder instead of smarter. You have AI to your advantage. So now you're going to take all of your knowledge, your information, your frameworks and everything, put that into AI and allow it to help you and assist you in creating your digital product. So if you're creating an ebook, if you're creating a template or an app, you can use AI to do all of that. Now, I have a video on this channel that shows behind the scenes of me creating 5 digital products in less than 15 minutes using my product prompts. So if you are not familiar with creating digital products with AI, you're not sure what prompts to put in, I will leave a link for my product prompts in the description as well. And you could literally put that into AI and it will help you generate your digital product based on your expertise, knowledge, and your input. This isn't a case where you're just going to allow AI to create the product for you. Instead, you're going to feed it information, again, based on your knowledge, expertise, and experience, and it will help you create that digital product, whether it's an ebook, whether it's a web app, whether it's a template, whatever your digital product is, you can use AI and the proper prompts to help you create it quickly. So now you no longer have an excuse. You already started building your audience. You validated that you have a digital product that will sell. You're able to use AI to create it in literally a weekend, if not less. So now you have no excuse to sell it. It shouldn't take you weeks. It shouldn't take you months. And it certainly should not take you any more years to start selling your digital products. Now, before you actually sell your digital product, you actually need to have a system or a sales funnel in place to actually sell it. So in week 6, you're going to set up your sales funnel. Now, this isn't going to be anything complicated. I've seen tips and advice telling you that you need to have a 5-day email sequence and you got to have 100 pins and do all these things in order to sell your digital product. You don't need all that. You need a simple 3-step funnel, and that's going to be a checkout page, a thank you page, and you need to have a delivery email that's going to send them their product. And yes, I already have a video that breaks down exactly how to do that literally in less than an hour. Nonetheless, know that any resource that you need to get started will be in the description of this video. But week 6 is solely going to be you setting up your simple sales funnel that will allow you to sell your digital products and then ultimately deliver them to your customers. Now, week 7 through 12 is literally going to be a repeat. You're going to consistently create that content on YouTube at least one time a week. And then within that YouTube content, you're going to drive people to your checkout page. So you're going to include what's called a call to action, telling people, hey, click the link in the description or comment X word and I'll send you the link. You're just going to simply get people to go to the checkout page to buy your digital product. That is all you're going to do. Create helpful content around the problem that you solve. Let people know that you have a solution beyond just the YouTube video and that they can access it in the description or in the comments. And that's going to take them directly to the checkout page to buy your digital product. And you do this over and over again every week, week 7 through 12, and you will begin to see so much momentum. But more importantly, you're going to begin to see sales. And here's the thing that people don't tell you about 90 days. 90 days is not the end. 90 days is actually where things begin to start compounding. Those video views are going to start to compound. You're going to get more subscribers. You're going to get more people to your checkout page, and ultimately you'll get more sales. And so the video that you create in month 2 or month 3, that's just the beginning, because in month 12, you're going to have more views on it, and then you're going to have more people clicking on the checkout page and making more sales for the work that you did in month 3. So this 90 days isn't the end. It is the beginning of something that's going to compound over time, and you'll see the effects of it years and years from now. The point is, you need to get started, and this first 90-day stretch is going to be the beginning. It's going to lay the foundation for months and years of digital product sales within your business. So I challenge you, over the next 90 days, use this exact plan, use this exact strategy, and see what happens. Let me know in the comments that you're starting today. Let me know what day you're starting, and I want you to come back each week and reply to your comment to let me know the progress that you've made. Again, all the resources that you need to get started and to literally grow your online business selling digital products will be in the description of this video. Use them to your advantage, and I cannot wait to see your progress. Now, in the meantime, check out this next video.